Hello, everybody. My name is RyunnEldred, and welcome to another episode of the RnRPodcast. I'm here as always with my co-host, Razgriz the Boss Boss. Let's just jump right into it. How you doing, buddy? It's been a couple of weeks since our last podcast, and it's been a couple of weeks since we honestly have talked last.
I'm good. I've just been enjoying my summer vacation finally. I think last time we talked, I was actually still, I think I was in my last week. I don't
Yeah,
remember when
you
we actually
you
did this recording
were
last.
the last time we did a podcast was while your wife was in Italy.
Yeah. So she's been back for about a week now. Uh, God, a lot has happened, but not much I can actually say on recording. Um, I'm just trying to survive day to day. Um,
You see,
Getting a Discord notification on my phone about the Zoom meeting.
about the Zoom meeting?
The one that we're currently in.
Discord sent you something, or are you trying to low key have me look at Discord?
Discord just sent me something.
Oh, that's weird.
Uh, yeah, just delayed reaction. Uh, Let me see what else. I've been playing a lot of Black Flag Resynced. I have been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 6. I've been playing a lot of demos for games as well.
Hmm. More demos.
So I'm going to minimize this real quick so that we can actually look. I have been playing Iron Nest Heavy Turret demo, which I can't wait for that game. That game's so fun. Forensic Crime Scene, Restory Chill Electronics Repair. Um, and then I've just been playing other games throughout that. On Xbox, I keep telling myself I need to play more games, but I get home or I just sit on the couch and I'm just freaking exhausted.
I absolutely feel that, especially this last like 3 days that I've been home.
Yeah.
I have felt so shitty, just really shitty. Do you have any more to share?
No. Go
No.
ahead.
I've had a good month. No, it hasn't been a month since our last episode. Like 2, 3 weeks. I've had 3 weeks. It's been about 3 weeks since our last episode, and I feel like I've had a lot happen. We're about to can't really talk about it, but hopefully this weekend we both will be able to play something and test it out and be able to give feedback, which I am very excited for. This is something that we've been waiting, what, like 2 months to get our hands on and
Yes.
test out and play. So I'm really, really ecstatic for that. I got to meet the new teacher for the room that I'm going to be in this
Yes.
year, which was really interesting. She is a chiata,
Yeah.
lots and lots of talking, which kind of throws me out of my element, especially in a work environment where I just kind of like to be to myself and work, but not in like a bad way. I have played a moderate amount of Black Flag Resynced. I need to play a lot more. I have been kind of spreading my time out between Black Flag, catching up in certain games. I just started Spider-Man 2, which I've been having fun with. Um, since you're wearing a Death Stranding shirt, I am, I think, at the end of Death Stranding. I am now in Mexico, and Mexico seems to be underwater, and I gotta go fight.
You are fast approaching the end of the game, yes.
Okay, so I got hopefully like an episode left that I plan to knock out maybe tomorrow since I don't work tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be able to hit that then. I got my 2 new classes, and I don't know if you could see the like illuminating glow behind me,
Yes.
but that is the glow of my new laptop that I got from Full Sail University that is currently updating and downloading all the software so I could start learning Unreal Engine 4, or not Unreal Engine 4, Unreal Engine 5.7, which is what we will be using in the class for this month. So I'm gonna be learning programming, which I'm really excited for and very nervous because um as I learned last year, learning programming is like learning an entirely new language.
Yes.
And I wasn't the best at learning Spanish, but being the fact that I have a real passion behind the programming and wanting to make my own games, I'm hoping that it'll just kind of click on.
But you said you knew Spanish.
Yo hablo pequeño español.
Yo no hablo español.
Poquito de español.
No.
No. No. Um,
I said that to one of my coworkers, because they were talking Spanish to each other, and she looked at me and she says, "¿Tú hablas español?" And I said, "No, yo no hablo español." And there was a brief moment, and she's like, "Wait, but you
wait.
just wait."
Nani? What's going on? Um, to dive into my personal life a little bit and talk about some things that are a little personal. Had a couple of big things happen right after my Vegas trip that I had literally this last week, which is why nothing went up on anything. Um Brian is in rehab again. He had a heart
Hmm.
attack during the Vegas weekend. He is good right now. He is on a bunch of stuff that prohibits him from drinking, which is great and good. The reason why it took me so long to get home today was because I was spending time with him. I was at his rehab center. It's phenomenal. He has his own room. He has his PlayStation, so I'm gonna be able to play games with him. I just bought him Gears of War for PS5 so that way we could do live streams of the verses together. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Hold on. God, hold on. Bibbity bobbity boopity, give me my spinny fidgety thingy.
This is just something I just started doing. It's Ryan Trahan, when he did the 50 states in 50 days, he had a box of Doom, and then you could get his candy, and then there would be a spinner inside of it,
Hmm.
which is the wheel of Doom.
Hmm.
And so I just I don't know, man, just sit here and I'll be
I
on
have
my
a
computer.
welcome. I have a welcome to Las Vegas spinner that has all the like hotel landmarks on it. So as I was saying, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that with them and playing some Gears of War, doing verses as I continue to work through the live streams for that. My uncle, God bless his soul, is in jail right now, quite possibly not looking at release.
Is this
Yeah,
something you want to say on recording?
he did some things that I won't say on recording, but is which phone is this? This is my good phone. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Mr. Suddenly buying a brand new phone again.
So this was actually free. It would
Well,
have
Lottie
cost
freaking
me
duh.
it would have cost me more money to activate the phone that I bought for 25 bucks from my old coworker than it was to upgrade to a free phone and just buy the phone case for it. So I bought a new phone. Not what I wanted to do this month, in all honesty. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. God damn it. I don't know how to screenshot on this phone.
What kind of phone is it?
A Roxel something? A Roxel 8?
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Everybody's going out and seeing Spider-Man right now. My mom literally goes, "Hey, who is blah blah blah?" And I was like, "That's a member of the blah blah blah." And she's like, "Oh, they're in the movie." I literally was like, "Mom, please don't talk to me again." Ah, there we go. That's how I screenshot. I learned. I learned. I parted air. Allow all my photos on this phone to be sent. Okay, check your Snapchat and see the long list of stuff. But yeah, came home to my brother being in rehab, my uncle being arrested. Um, 3 of my cats died because the
Jesus Christ.
is that Jesus Christ, the cats dying or to my uncle?
Oh, to the uncles. I didn't even hear about the cats. What happened to the cats?
So the people that I left in charge of feeding and watering my cats while I was gone in Vegas for a week,
Watering cats. Yeah.
didn't.
Oh.
And the kittens, every single last one of the kittens died. So yeah,
Well, that
came home to a lot. But hey, I'm live streaming, been live streaming some Watch Dogs, which has been picking up. Um on the group channel, the video game Repo,
Woo.
the Repo's picking up hella traction.
Yeah.
So it's been good. I'm trying to stay in the positive despite all the negatives going on right now. This is gonna be coming out Tuesday. So Wednesday, tomorrow, I'll be seeing Spider-Man, so that way I won't get any more spoilers.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Like the way that and then they, and then, dude, like I didn't think that they were going to go the way that they did, but they did.
I have to stay off social media because every time I open up TikTok or Facebook, it's a
That's
different. It's not even the same clips for the same spoilers. It's all different shit.
yeah. So we went on Friday to see it, and I was like, starting Thursday, I'm not going on social media for anything. Katy was like, so I'm seeing this, and everybody's saying this. And I was like, oh. She's like, yeah. The thing that she was told happened in the movie did not happen in the movie.
I've heard a lot of things and I've seen like 2 bits of the movie from having like my phone and just doom scrolling while working on stuff and not really paying attention, but listening to the audio tracks
Yeah,
and had 2 scenes spoiled.
we can
But
discuss that when we're not on the recording if you'd like.
yeah, no, because the movie has literally been out for just a couple of days. I don't want to be that asshole that's spoiling stuff literally within days of release when you should wait at least a couple of weeks before you upload something detailing things that are going to be a huge spoiler for other people.
Yeah,
Definitely not aimed at other content creators. But I've been having relatively random conversations with other members of the Nerdgasm Goodfellas, and me and Nemo, or Ratface Jackie as he now goes by, had a very intriguing conversation as fans of horror. We got on the conversation of would you rather, which is
Okay.
what I want to take a brief moment to talk about for my topic. And I have a couple of situations. I will give you points if you know these references and know these people. But I have the first would you rather for you. And it's would you rather have the ring curse or the grudge curse, which is where we're gonna start. So the ring curse is Sadako, which ring any bells? Do you know that at all?
I'm familiar with the ring. That's the one where you watch the video and you die within, is it 7 days?
Yes. So just because I also wrote out a little detailed thing, I will explain it also to the people listening and are watching on your vidcast formats. Sadako is a powerful psychic. Sorry, I wrote this in like 0.5 a lead, so it's super light. Powerful psychic that kills you after watching her cursed videotape after a week. Her curse acts as a virus, as the cursed person could pass it on to anybody to stay alive longer. Sadako, or also known as Samara Morgan, doesn't outright kill her targets. She waits for the 7 days, allowing her psychic abilities and the cursed person's paranoia to weaken them before she kills them. Juon, the Grudge, a curse passed on by an Onryo. Sorry. In this in this case, a curse passed by. Sorry, I wrote like shit here. Passed by an Onryo. In this case, a curse passed by a mother and son who died violently. In terms of the Juon, the
Sounds like
curse
they have
is
a grudge.
very much so. A little chip on their shoulder. The curse is passed by either entering or coming close to the Onryo's place of death. The curse is also passed as a virus as anyone who comes in contact with the infected person is then also cursed. Kyoko and Toshio enjoy tormenting the cursed to psychologically break them before killing them. There is no escape from the Onryo. They will find you, and they will kill you when they want to kill you. So my question for you is, would you rather deal with Sadako or deal with Juon?
Okay, am I allowed to ask questions?
You could ask as many questions as you like.
So clarification, with the ring curse,
Yes.
I'm able to pass it off to somebody else, or once I'm cursed, I will die in 7 days.
So, have you ever seen the movie It Follows?
No.
So, think of Sadako's curse as an STD. You could
Okay.
pass it on to whomever you could get to watch the video. You will still die, but it's going to go after the people you pass it on to before it gets to you.
Gotcha.
So, for instance, in the newest Ring movie, the VHS tape gets uploaded digitally onto a flight and then gets spread via the internet.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, thus strengthening the curse. Any other questions?
So I'm screwed either way.
You're gonna die either way. It's in one hand, you have one that you could find a technical loop around with Sadako where you could spread the tape, damning other people to make yourself live longer. Sadako, on one hand, yes, you're going to get like kind of frights and scares from your own paranoia of going insane from the curse, but she will not outright try to kill you confirmly until the 7th day. But that also means you could go day 1, 2, 3, 4, share the video to somebody else. You are paused at that 4th day. the other person could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dead, then you are back at 5, 6, 7. But that person could share a video that shares the video that shares the video, and you will be stuck on day 4 until the person that you shared the video with dies.
Gotcha.
But during that time, you will still have hallucinations from her psychic abilities, and your own paranoia will still eat you alive. You just won't die.
She's hot though, right?
Ryunn. So really, complete sidebar, tangent segue. My mom, when she was a kid, sold horses to the actress that played Samara's father. So my mom somewhere has a picture with the actress that played Samara in the actual Ring movie.
Okay.
So cool.
That is cool. It doesn't answer my question, but
No.
yeah, it's cool.
She's she's very waterlogged because again she gets the way she dies is she gets thrown into a well and essentially breaks like all of her bones and drowns. So she's super waterlogged and just like kind of gross from dirty well water. Unless you're into that. I mean, I don't know. If you like hags, you might be in luck. Kyoko and Toshio will fuck with you, continuously hunt you, pop up in very unexpected places to scare you. They will violently murder you by ripping your jaw off your face. It doesn't stop at just you. So anybody that ever goes to the place of where you die will be cursed. Let's see what else is good about it. Kyoko's hot. So I mean you got that for you. They did make a movie that is Sadako versus Kyoko. So there is a Japanese movie that is The Ring versus The Grudge. I just recently learned that, so that's not something I knew. That's something I literally found out within the last 24 hours.
Sounds like Freddy versus Jason.
Very much so. It came out before Freddy versus Jason, so it was the Freddy versus Jason. It was what started it all.
You know what? I'm gonna go with The Ring. Like, yeah, I'll go insane, but I mean, I'm already insane, so.
It is such a hard decision because it's like The Ring is obviously like 100% logistically speaking, The Ring is the smarter choice in terms of longevity. Because with Ju-on, it's horrifying. Like I used to be petrified of the Grudge movies growing up. That gargled choking sound of Kyoko with her like broken neck and that like can I do it? You know what sound I'm trying to do, right?
Sorta, yeah.
Let me get this mashed potato and fried chicken out of my throat. No, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I'm just gonna be continuously making sounds into the microphone. It was like that, but in a more feminine pitch.
Gotcha.
And not to mention that little motherfucking Toshio, creepiest little motherfucker ever. Leo's sister used to scare the shit out of me when I'd stay the night over there because she could do that like pitch at the like perfect volume, and she used to hide in like shadowy dark corners of their house and wait for me to be in the room to like and then like slowly start coming out of the shadow with her hair just covering her face. So 100% I would choose Ju-on. It'd be quick and easy. I'd fight her off. I'd die horribly. I would die very horribly. And then what's fucked is I would die in a place that's not like private, so everybody's gonna get cursed.
Odds are I'd probably end up dying at work. So yeah.
You know how horrible and traumatizing that'd be? You're just sitting there at work, and the next thing you know, you'll hear on the TV is you just hear the TV click on. Somebody's like, Mr. Roz, the TV's leaking again. You look up, there's just a picture of a well on the screen, water's pouring out of
Oh
the
no,
TV.
I was waiting for like The Grudge.
Oh, The Grudge. Either which way, you're
Well, like,
cooked.
well, yes, but like with the ring, I wouldn't necessarily show that at like work, so it wouldn't pass on that way. Though it definitely could, I guess.
I'd wait for Super Bowl. I'd watch the tape right around the Super Bowl. Like, if I had to pick a time and day where I had to watch the tape, I would wait for the Super Bowl. Week before, or not even week beforehand, like a couple days beforehand, buy an ad spot. They just play the tape during Super Bowl Sunday. I'd be good for a little bit, right? How many people tune in to watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, well, okay, so millions of people. I don't know. I don't know, man. But between the two, I would say probably go with the ring.
I would too, just because that is again the safest choice, the smartest choice. All
Plus,
right.
I don't fuck with scary ass kids.
They're both technically kids.
Like
Well, I mean,
well,
actually,
yeah.
Sadako in Japanese lore is 18, but Samara was 12 in the American remake.
Anyway,
And
what's your next
Kyoko's a
question?
grown woman. Toshio, on the other hand, is a little boy. Dropkick that motherfucker from a guardrail. All I'm having is flashbacks to the third movie now where the kid's in a insane asylum and they just like snap them into a bunch of pieces. Ugh. All right. Would you rather? You're gonna be going to war. All right, Roz? You're going to war. Would you rather fight the army of darkness or the Cenobites? Now I will do some clarification for our
Army of
viewers and listeners.
Darkness. Army of Darkness is
Deadites.
Evil Dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was
So
right. I was getting there before you said Deadites. I was like, it's Ash Williams and Evil Dead. And then the other one, what was their name again?
Cenobites.
Cenobites.
So
Sounds like a movie related thing.
it is. So Cenobites are members of the Order of the Gash. They serve the dark deity of flesh and desire named Leviathan. They only hunt those who open or solve the Lament configuration puzzle box. Cenobites are known for torturing their victims until they feel nirvana. Cenobites that you would recognize as Pinhead. And
Okay,
this
yeah, I
question
was
is
thinking it
brought
might
to
have been.
you by Clive Barker's, not Clive Barker. Fuck, I already messed that up. No, is it Clive Barker? No. Hellraiser game. No, it's not sponsored by the Hellraiser game. But Hellraiser is getting a video game in which you are going into hell and fighting Cenobites and trying to get back your woman from Pinhead. And it looks intriguing, and that's what honestly inspired this question, because I've been watching a lot of Evil Dead stuff because they have the new Evil Dead movie in theaters right now. So this is what spurred the question. Again, Cenobites, just explain it. They won't go after you until you touch that Lament configuration puzzle box. So like Batman, you have all the time in the world to prepare as long as you don't open or solve the box.
Got you.
The Army of Darkness from Evil Dead 2, Ash versus the Evil Dead, and Army of Darkness are what is the best way to explain it? The three books of the Necronomicon. God, I am gonna butcher this, and it sucks because I love the Evil Dead. Think of them as demons that are possessing people.
Gotcha.
I will just simplify it as that. Have you seen any of the Evil Dead movies?
No.
Okay,
Uncultured. Before you guys start
I
commenting, I don't watch movies.
he doesn't watch movies, so that is very much like a.
Even though I literally at the beginning of this said, "Oh yeah, no, I went and saw the Spider-Man movie." I don't watch a lot of movies, okay?
Have you played the Evil Dead game? I don't remember if you played with me and Big John when they released Evil Dead like a year to 2 years ago. No, you didn't
No.
play with us. All right. So think of over the top demon possession zombies.
Okay.
Most of the Evil Dead movies take place in a cabin in the woods. You know
Sure.
that one movie with the cabin in the woods?
Yeah, you don't say.
Mhm.
I also know at one point Ash's right arm is possessed and that he had to cut it off.
Yes.
Or right
And
hand.
what does he replace it with?
It's a chainsaw, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Same thing happens in the 2013 remake with Mia. Mia loses her arm and replaces it with a chainsaw. And in the more recent Evil Dead trilogies, nobody loses an arm, but they still use a chainsaw. And then Lee Cronin's The Mummy has also been confirmed to take place in the Evil Dead universe, specifically the newer trilogy of Evil Dead, which also all three versions of Evil Dead all take place in the same exact universe as each, I don't want to say timeline, but each series set of movies focuses on one of the three books.
Gotcha.
Each of the books do something different. The one Ash Williams gets brings the normal deadites that we see. The one Mia gets has more of the demonic possessional deadites. And then the newest Necronomicon, um, very, very demented and like what's the word? Soul eating deadites. They're more after people's souls and corrupting the innocent.
Gotcha. The Cinephiles, tell me about them again.
So they are demons, essentially, who serve Leviathan, who is the god of flesh and desire. So they torture one themselves and others for pure pleasure. So think masochism, but dialed up to 250. Like
Okay.
they like to fillet their own skin. They have hooks and needles and parts of their body that are dissected open.
Gotcha.
They want to torture porn you till they come. Which I guess would be any reason why someone would torture porn somebody. They want to torture porn you till you both come.
Yes. No, it sounds like they're past the realm of porn.
Very much so.
Porn has a limit.
Does it? Illegal. No, I'm kidding. We're not touching that with a 12-foot pole. So I know with the Hellraiser video game, they're expanding lore a little bit because they never really dive into people fighting back per se against the Cenobites. Obviously, people fight back, but what it usually is when you open the puzzle box, your desires are turned against you and everybody that interacts with it. It involves a lot of hooks. Like, Pinhead was a part of Dead by Daylight for a reason. He really likes the meat hooks.
Sure.
So, look at it this way. I'll even give you a boost. If you're choosing the Army of Darkness, you are being transported to medieval days Army of Darkness movie setting.
Okay.
You could bring anything just like Ash did into medieval Europe, where the where the movie takes place. You will fight your evil doppelganger just as Ash did. But again, you could bring anything you want from the modern era before the Necronomicon sends you back in time.
Okay.
Also, you could have the option of a chainsaw arm. I won't take that away from you. At this moment, I would like to let people know that David is home alone, and he just heard something go bump in the night behind him. We are going to take a pee break, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching RnRPodcast, home of all the nerdy shit we want to talk about. That's when there's a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare and David just comes like, right at the camera. Ah!
Did you hear it?
I heard that. Brett, Brett, Brett.
No. I think my microphone wasn't picking it up then.
What was it?
Hang on. Let me get this. Okay. I'm gonna try this again.
Nothing. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'd hit that. No,
Is the audio coming through?
it's not.
Damn it. Man.
And I'm very glad it's not.
Oh, hang on. It says that the noise is being removed. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
So again, you'd go to medieval Europe. You would be leading an army of dumbasses to fight the army of the dead. Thankfully for you, you're not getting the soul or brutally violent Necronomicon. You're just getting the regular Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
I would choose that one because I do not want to be flayed alive.
But like I did a little bit of research while you're gone into the Cenobites. And they collect the souls of those who open the lament box, subjecting them to extreme eternal torture that is intended to push human nerve endings to the absolute limit. You don't want to do that until you're deemed worthy to join them? You don't want to fight? Let's put you in the situation of the new video game. Let's say they took your wife, and your wife was about to be tortured. Would you go and fight the Cenobites to get your wife back?
Sure. But I'm not fighting the Cenobites.
You're like, sure, but I'm not fighting this. You're like, bye, as you're going right through the portal for the Necronomicon. Revving your chainsaw hand, going,
No, between the two options.
Oh no, I would.
Meaning, like, the other one would not exist.
Yeah, but what if you just never opened the lament box? But what if somebody near you did? Because you would still get pulled in if somebody else opened the box.
Yeah. And I'm sure somebody would be stupid enough to open it.
And I'm sure somebody's stupid enough to read the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Yeah,
but the Necronomicon,
probably.
I don't know. See, you haven't seen Evil Dead or Ash versus Evil Dead, so you don't know the brutality of the Deadites. I mean,
I've made my decision.
Army of Darkness is a good decision, honestly. In terms, I don't know why I'm trying to get you to go the torture porn route. All right, I got one final one, and yes, it's another shameless plug. But
before we get to that, I'm gonna hit you with a couple.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
Now, these are not as hard thinking as yours. These are, I literally Googled would you rather questions.
All right.
But this is the hard quality. Okay, that was weird. These are the hard category. Would you rather know the absolute truth but never be believed, or be believed by everyone but never know the truth?
I feel like I would be more content knowing the truth, but nobody ever believing me.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Do you want more of an expanded answer, or was that good for you?
That's good for me.
All right, next question.
Uh, this one's kind of stupid, but hang on. Next question. Ooh, actually, think, I think, uh, I think I know what you'd choose for this one. Would you rather lose all of your old memories to gain perfect future memory? So for like you lose all of your old memories, but now your memory is perfect,
Hmm.
or keep all of your old memories, but you have poor memory going forward.
See, that's
And I'm
really
going
hard.
and I'm going to change it. I'm going to alter this. Lose
Ooh,
all of
the
your
alters.
old video game memories, or keep all your old video game memories.
That's how both those versions of that question are really hard because to lose your memory is to lose essentially what makes you you. You know, we are
Yes.
made up of our past lives and decisions that lead to
Yeah.
this moment. And dementia runs in my family, so it's knowing there is a probability that one day I could forget all of this, which is just another hardcore reason why I like doing all this, is daunting. But to have a perfect memory going forward is like a really good trade-off for losing memory. Because if I have a perfect memory moving forward, that is essentially 30-year-old me starting from scratch. And anything I choose to do now is the stepping stones. And I very much, as a person who is shrouded in past, I do like that decision. So I'm going to go with option A on the first half of the question. Now, in terms of video games, I would love to just absolutely forget some. Looking at Anthem. Um, but there are some things because as you know, I'm doing a lot of retro games. I'm like replaying Mass Effect, I'm redoing Assassin's Creed, and a lot of these games I would love to be experiencing for the first time again. And like
Yeah.
we'll take Black Flag for an example here. Like I know how the story for the most part ended. Granted, they could be changing up a lot of things because they are doing a lot of differences with Resynced. But to be experiencing like the stories that I've already experienced in this playlist with like Altair Alabahad, Ezio, Connor, Hatham, Shay, Arno, it would be really cool, especially for the video focus of it all, to be experiencing this for the very first time. Or even with like Gears of War E-Day coming out, which is now the first game in chronological order. I would love to be able to jump into that game not knowing where their story ends. Granted, Marcus's story isn't over. He's still alive at the end of Gears of War 5 and will be alive moving forward in Gears of War 6. But like the first time I ever played Gears of War, I played as Dom. And I feel like one of the reasons why Gears of War connects with me so well is it's one of the only few memories I have of really loving a time that I spent with my father, because me and my dad played through all three games. I played as Dom all the way up until that one scene in Gears of War 3 that still chokes me up to this day.
Huh.
And I really resonated with it because it was one of the first times my dad and I actually bonded. Now, knowing everything we know about my dad and just the relationship we have now, I would love to forget all that and rebond with Dom and everything. With, like, for instance, Brian, my younger foster brother, Brian, to clarify which bitch Brian we're talking about. But I also feel like a reason why I'm enjoying doing those Let's Plays now is because of the nostalgia and the memories I have of it. Nothing will make me feel better than standing to the Galactic Empire and being like, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite shop on the Citadel.
Right.
What would you choose? Would you rather erase all your prior game knowledge, or would you rather keep it and not remember the games of tomorrow?
So here's my issue. If I forget all of the like if I lose all of my old video game memories, I'm concerned that I won't ever actually pick up video gaming again. Because then I won't remember what
The
video gaming
experiences you
did to me,
had.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is a very good viewpoint because
But
hmm,
I didn't change the end of that question. I would still gain perfect future memory. So the rest of my memory would be perfect.
you would just
And
forget about gaming,
I would just forget about gaming and then I mean my everything I have is like gaming related. So I
not be
would
the same
know
person you are.
I would not be the same person I am, but I would still probably re-experience it. So I'm gonna go with I would lose all of my old video game memories and gain perfect future memory. As for the first part of the question, which I wasn't actually asking, I had changed the question, but you decided to answer it anyway.
I thought it was a really good question.
Um, I I struggle with memory as well, and so I already have B. I think I would also just choose A, and I would start fresh where I am, but now be able to perfectly remember everything.
I feel like so looking at it in the like psychological sense of losing one's memory wouldn't mean you would lose key characteristics about yourself. There would still be that innate drawing that you would feel around games.
Right.
Because obviously we're into gaming because something as a child piqued our interest into it. So I feel like in both senses of the question, I would choose to erase my past memories. Because especially like if I were to look at younger me and look at like, let's say from 13 on, where narratives made an impact in the games I played. I wasn't just shooting and killing people in Call of Duty. I was experiencing stories. Those stories and narratives would hit so differently now as an adult and having a better understanding of the world and morality and just everything
Right.
than what I experienced as a kid. And like one of the biggest examples to that I could think of offhand would be Dragon Age. If I got to experience Dragon Age now compared to when I encountered it in like sophomore year of high school, would be such a vast difference to how I view stories and just overarching narratives.
Right.
So yeah, I'd want to lose my memory.
All right. I got two more for you, and then you can ask me your question.
All right, and we'll end on my last one.
So I'm going to ask you the easier one of the two.
All right.
Would you rather know every language but lose the ability to write it, or write brilliantly but only communicate in one language?
Mhm. So to clarify, I could either speak everything but not be able to write anything,
Correct.
or only be able to write in one language.
Right. So it's you know every language, but you won't be able to write anything anymore. Or you can write brilliantly, but you're only able to communicate in one language,
I feel like
which
I'd
would probably be
rather
English.
I feel like I would rather want to write brilliantly than be able to speak every language because I feel like there's more to gain having the knowledge of being able to write really well. Because are you meaning that I could write in any language, but I could only speak in English?
No, so you would only be able to write in the one language.
But I do it at like expert levels.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be such a more beneficial skill than being able to speak every language. Because if I were able to like write very articulately,
So I guess it comes down to how you're interpreting that question. Like, are you interpreting it as
I'm
you're
writing at the
you're
level of
writing?
Einstein.
Okay, because it's what I was meaning is like, are you writing it in like your handwriting is very clean, or are you meaning like you're able to articulate like your feelings and
I'm on the side of articulation where it's just everything is.
I like that. Yeah. Well, now I'm actually starting to side with you because I was like, oh, it's I don't need to be able to write that well. Like I would love to know other languages. If I'm able to actually like write, articulate better.
I feel like being able to express how you feel in a more advanced way, or even just simply writing, because the pen is definitely mightier than the sword. You could definitely change things through well worded paragraphs. Overall, like being able to speak every language, you still don't have a higher intellect in the matter. You
Right.
just know how to say things in every language.
Yes. So I have a random crazy one because while you're talking, I clicked on it.
All
Have a
right.
50% chance of teleporting randomly when you blink, or have a 50% chance of turning invisible when you sneeze.
I would rather turn invisible when I sneeze.
Yeah, because I mean we blink all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My
It'd be
actual
petrifying to be sitting here doing the podcast, and the next thing I know, I'm in the ocean.
my actual last question though, and this one's gonna be a hard hitting one. Would you rather live forever but watch everyone around you die, or die young surrounded by those you love?
I would rather live forever. I it's heavy. So I feel like a loner at heart. Like I am already at that point in my life where I come to the grips that I'm going to die alone. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I don't mean it in like a very depressing, like hermit-esque way. I do more for other people than other people do for me. It would be the most heartbreaking disservice to myself to die young surrounded by everybody that I love. Because I could live with everybody I know dying in front of me. I will always be able to form bonds no matter how far in the future it goes. But I feel knowing the actual impact I would or would not have on people's lives is more painful than watching the people that you believe you care about passing on ahead of you.
Okay, so you're choosing live forever.
I would choose live forever.
All right, one last one, just because it popped up. Have humanity reach the stars but lose Earth, or keep Earth pristine but never leave it?
I would, oh, fuck. I would rather leave the stars. I want space. I want the
Starfield,
vast, I want the
lose
vast
the Earth.
exploration of space, even if it costs Earth.
All right.
What about you on both those last two questions?
Uh, I would rather we reach the stars. I mean, don't get me wrong, Earth is absolutely gorgeous, but if we're able to reach the stars, we could probably find an even more beautiful
Earth.
planet. Earth.
Earth.
Um,
I'd find an Asari.
of course you would. As for the other one, my actual last one, the idea of death terrifies me, as it should.
As it should.
I
But you gotta
I
remember
think I would
memento
also go
mori.
with live forever, and just know that I'm be watching people die that I love.
As shitty as it is to say, you'd become numb to it after a certain point.
You really would.
And then you just end up like a Viltrumite. Think, David.
Guess
You
what?
will outlive
You'd
him.
be able to know all of this history. You'd be a living encyclopedia. You'd be able to learn any skill.
How
What's
would
your
you
actual?
survive in that, though? Because you wouldn't want people to know you live forever, because then eventually you'll be hunted.
You would. Well, okay. When we say live forever, are we meaning like there's nothing that can happen that'll kill you, or you just stop aging?
Well, you hit the right prime age of 30, just so that way you get enough back pain to feel it for the rest of your life. You stop aging at 25 to 30. You
All right.
never grow old. Like, yes, your hair could gray, but your physical body will never age afterwards.
So what I'm getting at is like,
But your body could still respond to stress. Like, you stress out, you could lose your hair, you could go gray, you could get fat, skinny. It's not like you will, the moment you turn 25, your body's just hard locked there. You could still brutally punish yourself, but you will never die from it.
okay, so you are immortal.
You are immortal.
So like if oh God, this was a writing prompt and somebody had put uh about if you're immortal and like somebody decided to kill you like the mafia did where tie you to a cinder block and then toss it into the lake.
You would have a Wolverine effect where you would drown and just on cycle until somebody dug you out. Or as soon as you regenerated, you would have like that 2 minutes of gasping and choking on water to try to free yourself again. And then you die, your heart stops, and then it's back. You could get decapitated, but your body will always find a way to just back together. You could be shot, stabbed, blown up, ripped apart, disintegrated. The atoms in the universe will always find a way to come back together, and you are an infinite being that can just not be destroyed.
So you can be killed, but then
You
you
could
just come
be killed,
back.
but
Okay.
you come back.
I would still choose it. As terrifying it as it is. All right. What's your question, sir? Your final one.
You're in the middle of a boring ass conversation. You just pull a Glock. Social
Wait,
interactions would
God,
be the best.
that's fucking Deadpool.
It is Deadpool.
God
Please
damn it.
do it. All right.
Damn it, Deadpool.
So I've been playing a little bit of. They're not horror games, but the premise is horrifying.
Okay.
So I want to put you in something that scared me as a child and is absolutely petrifying when you think about it as an adult, compared to something that I experienced as an adult that I find petrifying as a concept of reality.
Okay.
So the absolute infinite of this scenario, the one element that won't be changed. Humanity discovers space.
It's right there.
We are able to go in space. There's other species. Life is good. Then the flood.
Oh, fuck. The flood, really?
The
Okay.
flood. You get to experience the flood not as a regular soldier. I will give you the credit of this. You get to experience it as a Spartan. And
Okay.
there's a specific reason why I say as a Spartan. Now, the other half of this conundrum is I will let you choose which one of these two realities you would rather be in. Would you rather deal with cordyceps or the last stranding? So
The
would you
last
rather
stranding?
deal with a very possible mutation of fungal that turns you
Right.
into
No.
a zombie?
I'm familiar with that one.
Or
The
would
last
you
stranding?
rather deal with the Death Stranding?
Oh, the Death
But
Stranding. You said last stranding.
specifically,
You said last
but
stranding.
specifically the Last Stranding, which is the final extinction event.
Okay, so let me understand this. You're talking about I am a Spartan and I am dealing with the flood.
Yes.
Would I rather the flood be this fungal infection or the last extinction event?
No, you get to choose whether or not your option is between the flood in this scenario that I will give you after you make your decision, or would you rather it be cordyceps or BTs that you would deal with opposed?
So this is a three prong.
Yes. So we'll start with option A. Would you rather deal with cordyceps or would you rather deal with the Death Stranding?
Okay, well, with cordyceps, you can see them without any sort of like altered thing. And then dying doesn't mean, explosion. Uh, I would go with cordyceps.
You would go cordyceps?
Yeah.
All right. I love how this is zombie versus zombie now. So, we'll look at cordyceps first. Obviously, if fungal bacteria is released upon the world, everybody's turning into zombies. You are just a regular survivor. And we're not going TV show fungal from like yeast. We're going actual like spores. You breathe it in, you're infected. You are 100% not immune.
Sure.
No, you're immune. I want you to be immune because I want you to suffer. Because even if you get infected, you still have to watch everybody you love turn and you gotta kill them.
You
Or,
do know you're answering this question too, right?
oh, oh, fuck me. Or would you rather deal with the flood, which is essentially the same equivalent? It is a virus that wants to consume all life and is in a massive hive mind, kind of like cordyceps if you look at it from the TV perspective. But since you are a Spartan, you are extra on their menu. They want to take you over because the hive mind knows if it takes over you, it could take over countless planets because you are a superhuman.
All right, but if I'm a Spartan, I'm a canonical Spartan, right?
You're a canonical. You are the Master Chief. You are David 117. You
Meaning I
are
don't
the.
actually have a family.
Well, no, if you're a Spartan, you don't have a family in general.
Right. I know. That's what I was meaning.
Well, actually, no. I will rephrase this because it is canonically viewed that the Spartans do view each other as brothers and sisters.
Right, but
So
if you
the
said
other
I'm the
Spartans,
Master Chief, like there's no other Spartans.
yeah, there is. There's Kelly and the rest of the blue team. There's Locke. In this case, I'll let you have Sergeant Johnson because he's a bad motherfucker.
I found out something interesting. The wart is
What, what,
actually
what?
just Sergeant Johnson, uh, saying it's like go 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 backwards or something like that.
I'm never gonna not be able to unhear that. So the Master Chief does have a heightened fear of the flood. It is
Yeah,
expanded upon in the books.
it is Sergeant Johnson's human voice line saying go go go, but it's backwards and it sounds like what.
What?
Okay. Anyway, uh as terrifying as the flood is, I would go with the flood because I don't necessarily. Sorry, the Discord is now just blowing up.
That is really weird because mine is having no actions whatsoever.
It's uh, the um the thing.
Oh, for the game.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I have that on mute right now because it was just boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Um Fuck it, I'll go with the flood. No reason.
No reason, just the flood.
Just the
I
flood.
mean, you're essentially Master Chief, so you are a badass,
Yeah.
and all you need is a weapon.
Your fists are a weapon. Okay, your turn.
Cordyceps.
Cordyceps versus Last Stranding? Or Death Stranding?
Cordyceps versus the flood.
Oh, so
I
you're
I'm
not even
I'm
answering
go-
the question
I'm
more.
going I am going with I will do both. No matter what the situation. Oh no, because that so I would definitely choose cordyceps over the flood because it would be easier to survive a zombie apocalypse, especially if I'm immune. I could risk getting bitten and I could risk getting spores breathed in.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about that at all. The hardest thing to survive would be other humans.
And the reason why I didn't choose that one is Halo has space.
Halo does have space. Halo also has Covenant.
Sure, but I was fighting the flood.
That's true. That is fair. David's Master Chief in his big armor just leaning up on a beach somewhere like, it's not the flood.
Um yeah.
The Death Stranding is harder. Because would I have dooms? In your scenario, am I a doom or am I
I
just regular person?
I'm saying you're a regular person. That's what I went off of, and that's what I gave my answer off of. So you're not able to sense the BTs without a BB.
Hmm. I would still choose the Death Stranding. I'm sorry, the flood, like canonically speaking, the flood is petrifying. And I started playing Halo Campaign Evolved, and the rework of cutscenes, the entire expanded ending of like Chief not, and I'm gonna go into a little bit of spoiler territory here for the legendary ending. Chief gets like attacked as he does in the novel of the game that came out way back on the original Combat Evolved. They adapted the ending where Chief gets attacked and like one of them cracks his visor and he almost gets infected.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's petrifying. Seeing the flood how they were in the Halo TV show, seeing them in this new game and how they interact in the new campaign. The flood is such a terrifying concept of an infectious disease that's spreading across the galaxy. Yeah, you could go and run, but those rings, those insulations that you are running from are going to be releasing more of them. Eventually, you're not going to have a place to run.
Yeah, I know. But at that
And
point, I'll be part of the hive mind, so
you just went straight to the grave, man.
yeah, why not?
You're like, listen, prophet. I'm the prophet of GTFO, and I say we run. I don't know. Dealing with the BTs, terrifying because you can't see what's going on, but if there was any reason for me to be outside of my shelter, I would have to have a bridge baby with me.
Yes.
And even despite the horrificness of the world, I still find Death Stranding to be beautiful.
No, Death Stranding is absolutely gorgeous.
Whereas literally Halo is like horror field. Not only are we fighting, like, oh my god, studying for the retrospective for Halo really has opened my eyes on what I didn't see from just playing the games. And knowing what it was like for First Contact and like how actually tall the Covenant are in relative sense, because I never put into perspective, Master Chief isn't as tall as we are. Master Chief is like a good few feet taller than the
Oh no,
average human.
he is freaking tall.
A grunt. Those little ass Ugoys are
Yeah, they're
taller than an average human.
yes.
That is petrifying. I mean, granted, you could look at it in any aspect of the way. Like, I would be terrified to live in fucking Mass Effect. I would shit myself if I came up to a Krogan.
Shepard.
Shepard. Shepard. All right, I got one bonus round one. And it's just because I keep looking up and I keep seeing the case for my collector's edition Return to Silent Hill. Would you rather spend 1 week in Silent Hill or 1 week in Raccoon City?
Without the fear of it being blown up?
You don't have to fear about the nuclear bomb going off, but you have to deal with every variant of the prototype BOWs that existed within Raccoon City. So it's none of the BOWs that existed outside of Raccoon City, like in Spain or Village or.
Got you. So I'm dealing with uh the liquors with
You're dealing with Liquor, Cerberus, Yawn, which is the giant snake. Um, if you go in water, you have to deal with the tiger shark, which is a giant mutated great white shark. You got Lisa Trevor. You got the Leech Queen, Nemesis, all of the other tyrants that got released into the city, Plant 42 and 43.
am I just a random civilian or
Oh,
am
you
I
are just a regular fucking
okay?
guy.
So it
Same thing
means
with
that they're
Silent
they're
Hill.
they're not
You
necessarily coming after me. Like
no, they're okay. Nemesis and Nemesis is not directly coming after you. That's the only thing you are safe from.
Nemesis is not after me.
Nemesis is not after you. He will hurt you if you get in his way of hunting stars. But you could also use Nemesis to kind of Chris stars.
Leon,
Leon,
help!
help! But it's like you have everything that ever existed in Raccoon City that you have to deal with. But it's not like overpopulation. It'd be like one tyrant, Nemesis, one giant spider, one giant shark, the one giant snake, Lisa Trevor, which I shall remind you is unkillable, thousands upon thousands of zombies. And then if you want to know what it'd be like in Silent Hill, I have a few questions for you.
I played a little bit of Silent Hill 2. I made it into the apartments.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions and I want a simple yes or no answer.
Okay.
Do you currently feel like you deserve punishment?
No.
Do you feel guilty about anything in your life? Anything, even the smallest little bit of guilt?
No.
Do you have any secrets?
Yes.
Okay, so plus side, you don't have to worry about Pyramid Head. So that is the only thing I will give you for Silent Hill.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Which one would you rather?
Let me think. So,
Keep in mind, if you go to Silent Hill, you still have to deal with the Order of Megatron, which is
I
the
don't really
cult
know.
that exists within Silent Hill.
Gotcha.
But necessarily in your case, the city or town of Silent Hill isn't actively trying to kill you as harshly as it could.
I feel Silent Hill would be safer. Like, yes, I understand that it exists to you know, torture me, punish me, what have
Yeah,
you. But like every creature I've ever encountered is just on a set like loop. And there's nothing that says that I can't just like hunker down.
fair.
Resident Evil, they're everywhere. And they continue to get everywhere. And they continue to spread. Now, I have not dealt with the cult before in Silent Hill. So I can't speak to that end. But between the two, I would probably deal with Silent Hill.
I want to be on Team Silent Hill, but knowing me and my personal demons and how I view myself, oh, I would have like James Sutherland levels of just fucketry going on in Silent Hill. Not for like the bad stuff he did, like not equating it to the same level of like we're horrible people, but just like the way I look at view myself would definitely be one of the things going against me. And then the town's cursiveness of like the witches and the Order of Megatron and just all the cult stuff that goes on there would amplify that by 100-fold.
Okay, well, in that
Not saying
case,
I would die, not saying I would die in Silent Hill, but it would be, well, even if you die, it's a loop.
true.
Unless you get the good ending.
To find
How
out that a
many
court.
times how many
Fine.
times would I have to die before I found the good ending?
Many times before you find the corgi that controls it all. Or
Yep.
Shiba Inu,
Shibu
the
Inu.
dog, whatever the dog is.
I feel like Silent Hill is survivable compared to Raccoon City. I can't do backflips and like awesome one-liners, and I obviously don't have awesome hair or muscles, so I'm pretty fucked. And knowing me, I would die in a horrible way too. Like I would 100% be killed by the spider. I would 100% be killed by Black Tiger.
I'm not screwing with the spider.
And if it wasn't the giant spider that did me in, it would either be Jan or Lisa Trevor.
It'd be the dogs because I can't fucking run.
Fuck, I didn't even think of the dogs. And I have a fear of dogs too. Like they make me kind of seize up. I'd be terrified. That was intriguing. I found it interesting. I had fun with that. Any last minute thoughts before we conclude this out? As an episode well done?
I'm looking up on my pops for inspiration. Would you rather live in Gotham City
Oof.
or live in, what is it, Central City? That's where the Flash is?
Yeah, the Flash is in Star City. No, Central City.
Star Labs, I think.
Yeah, Star Labs in Central City. 100% Gotham.
Always night, always rainy.
Always night, always raining. I don't have to go outside. I'm not a criminal, so I don't have to worry about Batman. As long as I stay away from the one fucking clown in town and Harley Quinn's seductive ass, I'm great. I love plants. I don't got to worry about Harley or Poison Ivy coming after me. Am I going to join the underground wrestling ring? I don't got to worry about Bane. I don't like going near sewers or big bodies of water, so Killer Croc's out of the question. I'm bald and wear hats. The worst that's going to happen to me is Jarvis Tech is going to recruit me with one of his Mad Hatter hats.
That's fair. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up then.
No, fuck it. I'd end up being a Robin with my childhood.
You probably would.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for listening on any of your podcast streaming services or catching the vidcast version on the RyunnEldred YouTube channel. We are happy to conclude this episode. I honestly had a lot of food.
I want everybody, whether you're listening or watching, send Ryunn a message, put it in the comments if you're reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I've been Dungeon Crawler Carl has been popping up in my feed ever since you started talking to me about it.
It was brought to me by a coworker, and I'm in book 4 now. I'm at chapter 25 on book 4.
Nice.
In the audiobook. Yeah.
I should.
It's the most amount of books I've ever read in a year.
Meanwhile, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, all with different sections bookmarked on my desk.
And then I have, this is not Dungeon Crawler Carl, this is one of the author's other books.
We are the motherfucking Rhythm Mafia.
It's a D&D style.
I love it.
I don't know. I'm gonna finish the 8 books that are currently out for Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then I will actually read that.
As I was saying, everybody, let us know if you guys are currently into Dungeon Crawler Carl. Let us know in the comments description and wherever else you can get a hold of us through. What would you rather scenarios would you like us to talk about briefly in the next episode? If there is any, please let us know in the comments, DM us, whatever. I will be keeping an eye out for it. I am curious what would you rather fucked up scenarios you guys could come up with. Check the description down below to be taken to all of our URLs where you can find social media pages for both myself, Razgriz the Boss Foss, the Nerdgasm Goodfellas, and everybody who is a part of that ever-expanding group channel. We look forward to seeing you guys in other projects, and we will see you there. Toodaloo, everybody.
Bye, everybody.